Yeah, so let's go back to step 18. Let's go back to the boats. There is no escape from the boats. First of all, they say take the small boats and attach these D16 pieces on top of these boats, acting like a deck or something. Now, this and they say make 4, but there are 6 boats and 6 decks like this. So I went into the instructions further down, and I found that the last 2 boats, they are to be attached to the exterior of the hull in the famous or infamous step 28 again. So instead of waiting for step 28, I will do all the 6 boats now and install only 4 of them in the midship in step 18. But you see, we have two D frets. I don't know why the plastic ones are called frets and the photo etch is called sprue. It's beyond my understanding. But anyway, but before this, I should try perhaps to do something about the wooden planking. What do you think? I try to zoom more. Let me rearrange a bit. Let me focus. Now, this small piece of wooden planking here should come up on top of this one, and the next one, and the next one. You get the idea. How much time will take me to do this, I have no idea, and I'm not even sure I can do it. You know what? I'm gonna try. I will try to make one off camera and we'll see from there. And once these plankings are supposed to be installed on top of these, everything will be cut and installed on top of the boats. And I also guess if I install this planking, I don't need to paint this one, the plastic one. Very interesting. I should give it a try. And we'll see what goes. I've put 2 in place, 2 of those super small planking pieces. It's kinda difficult, but it works. I don't know how I place them there. Don't ask. I will try to do a larger one on camera just to give you an idea. Actually, I will do the largest one, which is this one here. Just to give an idea. And then of course I will continue everything off camera. I'm wasting a lot of your time, in fact. Let's try it. Of course you cannot see because of my hand being in the way. Well, Something like this. Cannot zoom anymore. But gives an idea. I will continue with the other ones. At least I know it works. This is what it looks like at the end. I did the first one only for now, and yeah, it works better with a tweezer than with a knife, and while it's complicated, it's quite fast actually. The problem is that these benches or seats in the middle, they are still in plastic and they are not colored, they are not paint. Now if I try to paint them with a very small brush, I will touch the wooden planking. I should have painted everything in advance, I think, and then apply the planking. Perhaps the next one I will do it this way. I don't know. But anyway, it's a nice result. I feel it's a nice result. And I still have to do 5 more. Yes. I could have used the helping hands to keep this deck in one position. Well, it's the last one, so the first 2 or 3 went very well, very easy, and then I had another 2 that went difficult on me. All these small pieces, they jumped all over the place on the table. And yeah, it wasn't easy. Perhaps I got tired or I was losing my patience, I don't know. Now this one was decent enough. I still have this one. See, it doesn't quite want to stay there. It's a bit of a headache. There. And now the last one, which is the largest for this boat. Yeah, helping hands would have been wonderful in this situation. Half the trouble is this deck moving around too much. Well, I don't even know if you see it. I look at the screen now, you don't see it too much. You don't see it well. I'm gonna zoom, no worries. Okay, so all the 6 decks are now planked. So we have everything here. Okay, should I dare zooming? Let's try. They look okay, they look okay. You can see this one, which was the first one, I already painted it. I paint the seats, the benches, they are painted. The other ones not yet. I will do it right away. Anyway, this is the story about the planking of the boat decks. Very interesting. I never did this before. I mean, you know, I never used wooden decking before. Yeah. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but it was okay. It was simpler than I thought, and even with my shaky hands and everything, it went well for the big model. The decking went well, and for the boats also. So all in all, I think it's a good investment. It brings more life to the model with a modicum price. These things are not expensive, and with a minimum to medium to average effort. Once again, on the screen you see things and imperfections that I don't see with naked eye. Yes, very interesting. And this is just a bit about the painting I was talking about. Very little painting, just for the benches. I wonder what can you see in there, because I look at the screen but I don't have my glasses. I hope it's okay. Well, I still have 3 of them to do. I won't abuse your time. You got the idea. Now these boats, they also need assembling. That is, this deck we just finished. It has to go inside the boat. And if you look at the instructions, you can see this long part here comes at the prow of the boat, which is here. So I guess we have to glue everything in place, kinda like this. They look okay. Well, I cannot do better, that's for sure. Perhaps here on the upper edge I should come with a coat of paint, same color of this, like wood paint or something, because right now it's plastic, and we don't like to see plastic. So I'm gonna finish all 6 the same way, and I'm gonna paint the edges. Yeah, and that will be the assembly K. We still have to do M and N. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Finally, it crossed my mind. I had this curiosity to know how long were these boats. These are the smaller boats in the model. And when I measure them, 23 millimeters approx. I apologize to the Americans, I'm metric. 23 millimeters, and you multiply it by 350, the scale of the model, that gives you 8 meters. That's 24 feet for you guys. So these boats, the smallest ones, they were 24 feet, 8 meters long. Wow, that's something. 8 meters is quite a lot. Very interesting. I was using this Gorilla super glue before for the photo etch and stuff. After a while, after more than 1 year of using, it started to go solid on me. It's kinda liquid inside, but it's still not that fluid as it used to be, and it comes out of the bottle very, very difficult. And once it got old, when you pick it from the jar, it leaves a phylum, it leaves a very thin wire of material. Then you carry it over everywhere, and it's kind of frustrating. So I don't know about this one. Maybe I should order a new one and try to work it out somehow. But in the meanwhile, I started to work with the normal CA glue, and this one, it says medium viscosity, but it's actually very liquid. Yes, I think if this is medium viscosity, more liquid than this would be the Tamiya extra thin cement. This is really liquid, but this also is liquid enough, you know. So these boats, the way I see it now, these boats will not stay one on top of the other just by using the Tamiya thin cement. I would have much preferred to use the Gorilla super glue to give them from the first moment some rigidity over there, but I will try to use this one, the CA glue, and see what gives. They simply have to stay like this, one on top of the other, nothing else. But they move a lot. I fixed the bottom ones, the largest ones, with the helping hands, with the risk of scratching the paint on the sides, but we'll see what gives. Worst come to worst, I will touch up and we'll see from there. Did the first one I wanted to try, and it worked. This CA glue, they say it's instant glue. Well, it's not instant, but you will see that even with my shaky hands I was able to keep the boats in there for like 10 seconds, and they settled in place pretty well. I mean this boat, the first boat. Let's try the second one. See if we are still lucky. I think the position is okay. Keep it a bit in place and leave it free, and it stays. Well, I'm gonna leave them for a while here in the helping hands, try not to move them, and then I will have to do the other ones, the smaller ones. Same method, same upper boats, the small ones, and this is subassembly M, and these will be subassembly N. And once these are done, we could proceed with the rest of the step 18. I think the rest of the step 18, it will take me another full episode, but we'll see how it goes.